Peace, love, wholeness, divine love chosen. Welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing this, that means this message is for you. So go ahead and receive it as it resonates. If it don't, just let it fly and keep it pushing, y'all. We're going to get right into the message. I hope y'all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. Hold on, a card just fell. Gratitude. Let's see what messages from the ancestors need to be illuminated at this time, here and now. Yeah, naked coming up. Self-sabotage. And fearless love. Gratitude. We got peace at the bottom of the deck. Gratitude. Gratitude, ancestors. Yeah. Your ancestors, your ancestors could be guiding you and pushing you towards showing up more often. Okay? Saying, you know, your emotional vulnerability is your superpower and not your shame. The ways in which people may want you to feel like it is, okay? Spirit wants to remind you to have the courage to be vulnerable, okay? Instead of self-sabotaging. And that can be in any form, right? That can be online and offline, okay? Gratitude. Those moments, those little tests that is illuminated, Spirit wants you to choose to be vulnerable. Scream it out. Shout it out, okay? Gratitude. And to hold compassion for yourself, okay? There could be some ancient pain, ancient feminine rage there as well, okay? But you are in this fearless love energy regardless, all right? With peace at the bottom of the deck as well. All right, let's put some of these channel messages and get a little bit deeper into this. They want consistent access to your orb to curse your sacred energy. So when you are guided to silence, it is for your protection. So just allow your ancestors to guide you towards protecting yourself while pushing you to be vulnerable as well. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we got X still on your body. All right. What else? Could be in that energy. Yeah. And also, you could be in this energy, divine love chosen, where um and that's divine alignment, like, because I just read this passage in my book that I'm reading called Remembrance of Yourself. And you're in this energy of remembering yourself, remembering you, okay? People from the past is in that energy as well. Is in that energy as well, remembering you, okay? Okay, karmic past people. You are at peace and happy, romantically selected, okay? And where you are in the here and now. Okay? There could be people from the past that you have outgrown. Y'all could be outgrowing each other. And so you're not in this energy of self-sabotaging anymore. Feminine rage. All right? Fearless love energy. We got Gemini energy. Yeah, so there could be people holding on to your energy that you can recognize that you outgrown. Okay, and y'all may have outgrown each other. The third house could be illuminated, the minds. Okay, thinking, communication. Okay. Bound to glory, heavily anointed. You are heavily anointed. It's feminine Gemini energy. You are heavily anointed. Okay. Just period. If folks is in the energy speaking on you with ill will or being ill will towards you in real life or even spiritually attacking you, your spirit guides is going to illuminate it. Okay, so they could feel exposed, but oh well, they shouldn't be on that type of timing. Period. Okay, you are a being of truth, of peace, and of love. And feminine rage, divine rage as well. Okay, we got Aries energy coming out. Their hatred and evil doing turned them ugly. Okay. Yeah, you're in this energy of breaking generational curses and major wickedness. Okay. Through open communication, honest communication. Okay, so I'm picking up on Gemini energy. We got Leo energy, Aries energy in the energy so far. Okay, divine energy could be Gemini energy. There could be toxic femininity that's in your energy with Leo placements and Aries placements. Okay, a lack of self-respect. Okay, and this is past energy. But egomania will always lose to you. Okay, whatever win or lose game that they, want to play in their head or want to stay in their mind, they finna lose. Okay. Because you don't play them type of games. Okay. They want to possess your energy. They want to possess you. Toxic masculinity, egomaniac mentality. There could be toxic masculine energy with that mentality as well. Trying to align with your energy in another person. Again, if they're speaking on you with ill will or spiritually attacking you, your spirit guides will illuminate them and they will feel exposed. Okay, you are a walking prayer, system corruption and overload. Your 11th house could be illuminated groups, friends, social awareness, humanitarianism and stuff. Okay, be direct. Okay, it's really that simple. Silence only empowered you. Okay, I'm going to pull a few more. Yeah, the divine love chosen, those who are exuded from that energy, you are able to recognize love instantly because you live, exude, and know true inner love. The egotistical will sacrifice their life for fame, fortune, false love, likability, and attention. Should have known better than to lie to a seer and a divine feminine energy. Okay? So there could be some people, okay, friends, karmic friends in the energy, karmic family members in the energy that you have outgrown. Okay? Y'all both have probably outgrown each other and is going, is guided to go y'all separate ways. Honoring your feminine rage, right? Honoring your feminine rage against those toxic masculine energies who get off by lying and deceiving and being deceptive and emotionally manipulating because they don't know themselves deep enough or they don't value or honor their own feminine energy. So they suppress their feminine energy and wish to suppress yours. Okay, you outgrow those type of energies. And some of them could even be, projecting that you're not on their level. Okay, and spirit is like, okay, well, if they're not on your level, then just let them be. Why is you still on them? Why is you still watching them? Why is you still siphoning their sacred energy? You're spiritually messing yourself up. Period. If you cannot honor them in real life, and with love and reciprocity, then why is you still on them? Right? So your feminine energy outgrows those type of energies, those toxic masculine energies. And spirit wants you to honor your feminine rage. Yeah, standing up against, for what you deserve and desire. For the love that you deserve and desire from friends, in your relationship, in your family. And honoring your feminine rage. Okay, just period. Not allowing anybody to suppress you. The karmic past still loves you because you were honest and genuine. Okay, just period. Okay. There are people in the energy that want to apologize. Okay. Okay, Scorpio energy. Spirituality is religious, and religion is spirituality. In the sense of like, not like spiritual practice is a religious practice, okay? But in the sense of like cults, right? In the sense of um, cultural separatism that creates these, what you gonna call it? These separate mentalities or religions, expectations, beliefs, rooted in fear and rooted in separatism. Those, those aren't one and the same, but spirituality rooted in oneness and wholeness, and religion rooted in oneness and wholeness is equivalent to one another. Somebody could be wanting to apologize for trying to micromanage how you be. Some people, could want you to exhaust yourself, right? But since you've called your energy back, since you've pulled back, since you've honored your silence and your retreat, you haven't been sick, right? They haven't been able to spiritually attack you. You have been resilient, okay? Yeah, toxic feminine energies. You are bigger than the propagandic program, okay? Okay. There could be people who have gotten stung because they didn't come in good intentions, right? So they could have received the karma because they didn't show up with good intention, okay? And they was convinced to turn against you through ego, okay? And, folks could be running in circles and still can't walk your purpose, the bond of chosen. All right? All right. Peace is your cosmic power. You have that deeper understanding. Your purpose is special, right? Your purpose is oneness. There could be people in the energy upset because you are bound to glory, right? There could be people sad because you are bound to glory because of your divine anointing. Okay, people from the industry. All right. Yeah. Floating in divine timing. Yeah, definitely people from the industry or industry minded. Okay. And I feel like for some of y'all who have, been moving too fast in your connections or in your relationships, you could find yourself outgrowing them even faster. Okay, you could be needing to be more intentional about how you connect and nourish genuine connection in your relationships, and knowing when to nourish yourself, knowing when to pull back, knowing that it's okay to take your time, especially if you are manifesting genuine love in your life and long-lasting love in your life. There's no rush, right? It's supposed to be lifelong. There ain't no rush, like, you know what I mean? So the more you can balance the two, right? Nourishing yourself and nourishing those genuine connections, taking the time for them, and then taking the time for yourself, the longer it'll last, essentially, right? Living in the present, in the here and now. You need to be present with yourself in order to be present with others. Period. Okay? to, yeah, so there could be people in that energy remembering you and how they treated you, or remembering, you know, when they were heavily aligned with your energy. And there could be people in that energy that want to apologize. And I feel like, you divine love chosen, you have that deeper understanding, right? Especially for my genuine souls, you have that deeper understanding that, an apology is self liberation. An apology is, liberation. It's liberation for yourself, right? It's very healing. Um, and learning from your mistakes and learning the lessons and learning from, you know, those low vibrations and frequencies is is sacred, right? And being able to do so is deep strength, right? It's resilience, it's strength, being able to apologize. So for the people from the past, if they feel guided to apologize, it only, if they take heed, it only, what you will call it, liberates themselves, right, from whatever turmoil they may be going through, internal turmoil. Yeah, Spirit wants you to have the courage, right? There could be people in fear. They have a deep sense of resonance with you, and their fears allow them to mistreat you. And so they could be guided to courage, right? Courage enough to let down their shields and apologize and receive the strength that it takes to do so. Okay, some people could be feeling helpless, but it's really simple. It's really simple. Yeah, divine love chosen. Yeah, and the energy, letting go of the past, right? Of, where you've outgrown others that you have loved along the way. Letting go, honoring your feminine rage, putting your feminine first, against those egomaniacs that have tried to pretty much suppress and dim in your feminine energy. Okay. Yeah, breakthrough. Yep, going through a breakthrough. And that there could be some people that's uncertain, but it don't, that don't really move you, right? A breakthrough could be as simple as journaling more, right? A breakthrough could be as simple as reading a passage of something, right? So you are in this energy of going through those breakthroughs and honoring your divine anointing, releasing what no longer serves you, emotionally releasing, showing up as you feel called to. Okay. Gratitude. We got the Chariot energy. Okay, Cancer energy. There could be some Cancer energy that could be guided to apologize to you, but they could feel helpless because of their ego, which is unfortunate. But like I said, for my genuine lovers, for my genuine beings, rooted from the core at a genuine level, we have that deep understanding that an apology doesn't make you weak. An apology doesn't, you know, it only helps, it only heals. And you know that if you must hurt somebody that you love, you're not above apologizing to them. You actually lean into apologizing to people that you have hurt or harmed because, you know, it's an honor to feel. Okay. Emperor energy. There could be, gratitude. Let me get one more real quick. Oh God. Yeah. I was also picking up on daddy wounds, okay? Feminine rage when it comes to your daddy wounds as well. And finding deeper understanding and that forgiveness and honoring your feminine rage at the same time. But there could be also, like I said, past people in this energy, right? Honor your feminine rage, right? There's emperors in this energy when it comes to letting go, okay? So feminine could be in the energy of letting go toxic masculines, right? And healing from past karmic toxic masculines as well, right? Being more intentional, learning the lessons that you need to learn from karmic or toxic or wounded masculines, and letting go, honoring your feminine rage, right? If they aren't able to create a safe space emotionally, overall, on every level, for your feminine energy to thrive, you are breaking through. And for some of y'all, your breakthrough could be, you know, going within, right? For my divine feminines, your breakthrough could be going within. Next energy, because this energy keep popping up heavily in my energy. Okay. This Cancer and Virgo energy. Next energy. You got the Fool card. 3 of Coins and the Tower. And an Ace of Cups. I feel like there could be masculine, wounded masculine, divine masculine, karmic masculine could be in their energy, learning lessons from certain connections, right? In this kind of like full aloof energy, learning lessons from these karmic connections, or learning lessons from business connections, opportunistic connections, and recognizing where their heart space is, right? Learning the lesson. It's almost like if, you know, a husband and a wife divorces, the husband is going to feel the loss of their heart space, which is their woman. Pretty much, okay? Pretty much, and being this 5 of Wands energy. If they are, you know, in this karmic energy, or, you know, toxic masculine energy of suppressing feminine energy. Now, if the feminine is the toxic one, then that's not a real divine union, right? That's not a real divine union, so the masculine won't experience the same level of impact. But be mindful, wounded masculines and divine masculines going through this at this time, or going through some sort of separation and revelation through other connections. Be mindful. Go be with yourself. Love yourself. Right? Stop trying to run to every other connection and all these different connections. Go within. Knight of Wands energy. And that's the thing. Some people, you know, they've been running from themselves so long, especially, you know, old heads that be stuck in their ways. You know, they've been running from themselves so long that they only know to put their shit on other people, basically, or put the responsibilities of, you know, their life, or seeking that validation or attention, or seeking through egomania outside connection that's not really doing for them what their heart space and where their heart space is guiding them, which is their feminine energy, divine sacred love energy. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy coming out with the Death card. Okay. Just period. So I'm picking up on like masculine energy that, how do I say it? It's like when you ignore your heart space, you're in this death energy. You're in this materialistic energy. You're in this disconnected energy, right? You feel like you have it all, but really it's not enough with this 10 of coins in reverse. Really it's not enough, and really you feel stuck and stagnant. You feel passionless with these wounded masculines and karmic masculines rooted in the material realm. Okay? You feel icy. This could also be for my feminines as well. You know, switch the roles as you need to. Okay? And I feel like somebody's in this energy recognizing that, right? Recognizing that for themselves. That I also feel like you could be in this energy where you are guided to reprioritize or redefine what success is for you. Okay? Redefine what success is for you. There could be a lot of pressure behind, you know, the material world because of the way you are, you know, showing up in the energy through your gender, right? Through, you know, if you're overly masculine, or if you're overly, you know, if you're overly masculine, you're pressured to the material realm, right? But how do I say it, Spirit? Spirit wants you to shift your perspective, because you could be running into tower moments that, you know, tower after tower moments that keep feeling like, you know, how do I say it? Like you just keep busting your ass pretty much because of what you prioritize. Let's just get a few more so I can clarify this energy. Because the divine feminine is protected. Right? The divine feminine can go with the flow. Okay? The divine feminine is protected against any projections, spiritual attacks, and projections. If you're in this energy, in very judgmental, hateful energy, that's why also, for my toxic masculines, you got to be in this energy of stepping away from that ego or trying to fill a void through people all the time, through other people, because instead of looking at yourself and judging yourself and going through the motions of yourself, you're judging, could be judging others, and that karma is coming right back around to you. Loss of stability, right? Because you focused on everybody else and their grandmother's stability instead of your own. There may be certain circumstances that you may feel ashamed of, and certain resources that you're guided to in order to receive your own stability, and you may turn away from that because of your ego and because of toxic masculinity, and right, and because of the shame and societal's pressure. For an example, those who feel shame around being in a shelter or going to live in a shelter for a while. I'll never understand it. It's about being smart. It's about working smart. It's about being smart instead of working harder. Ain't no shame. If you ask me, it's the least the government can do. We deserve more. That's for sure. But divine feminine, you're going to continue to thrive and shine. Okay? Toxic masculinity is the one who is spiritually overloaded mentally. That's for my toxic masculines. Now, for my wounded masculines and divine masculines that are healing, you understand this process that I'm explaining right now. You understand the setbacks, the delays that you've already been running into and have had to defeat your egomania or defeat the frequencies of the matrix trying to keep you stuck in that egomania. You've been on a journey for my wounded masculines and divine masculines of breaking free from that egomania so that you can shine as you're meant to with the divine and divine feminine and the divine most high and Mother Nature. And not just shine, but thrive in real life. Right. Gratitude. There's so many people judging everybody else's circumstances instead of focusing on leveling up and thriving in their own circumstances. Ain't no shame. Those people living in shelters are some of the smartest people on this realm. Period. Okay, and when we came up out of there, that's a miracle. That was a miracle. It didn't matter about people projecting, ill will or shame or trying to shame you for, for your circumstances or coming from a karmic past or coming from a poor background or coming from poverty. That don't concern you. That's out of your control. Right? It's the egomania and these people who project illusions of success and the bullshit of success that have to look down upon other people and other people's circumstances, and lack empathy and compassion for other people's circumstances, that project that into society. And if you ask me, those egomaniac motherfuckers who you know who gotta make it look like they have it all together, and who gotta make it look like they're successful, and who thrive off of, being the richest of the richest, or being above, or sitting on these hierarchies and stuff like that. To me, those aren't those aren't the type of people that I want to be around. Those aren't the type of people that I would resonate with and learn from. Okay. So yeah, divine love chosen. Yeah, gratitude. I hope that helps. Hope it resonates. If it do, be sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. If you need to find me anywhere, everything is in my description. Fulfill the prophecy and follow me. I'll see you on the next one.